or not?
I think
Don't
he's
think
also
Uttam will
traveling to
join.
Boss. He's traveling to Boss, no?
Huh?
No, I think Uttam will not join.
Attend meeting only.
Just, sir, you will travel to Baus from here. I thought you're coming from Baus to here. Keshav sir?
No, no. I am in London now.
Oh, so you're coming back, na? Right. That's what you
I'll
told.
come back to Bangalore, take the next flight to Ahmedabad.
Okay.
I won't go home.
Hmm.
Oh, you're from Bangalore again. From the airport, you're going to Ahmedabad.
Yeah, Ahmedabad. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Too much, sir. Chikeshamurthy, sir. Too much traveling. My God.
Harshit, all the speakers have joined.
Yes, sir. Only Madhav is there.
Madhav has joined.
Joined? Madhav, you're there?
Madhav has joined.
Madhvan is there.
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Yeah.
No, there's another Madhav Tiwari. And
Madhav
Dr.
Tiwari is
Ravi
not joined.
Mohan and
Madhvan
Dr.
is
Lalit,
joined.
expert comments and chairpersons are joining us.
Manjit has joined.
Kamaljeet sir
He's
is there.
joining. I think he's
He
there.
is there. He is there.
उसका आवाज ही नहीं आ रहा है.
सर आ गया
आगे बढ़िया. Good.
तो अब
I
वो
think
कमलजीत अभी वीडियो बनाना शुरू कर दिया है ये.
सर दिखाएंगे आज बना के.
नहीं
His last presentation during completely AI-based presentation. कहाँ कमलजीत?
यूरोलिथिकॉन में.
Eurolithicon was my launch pad for that presentation.
Completely AI, including his photo, everything.
Today I will show you, sir, how I create it.
Yeah.
I just spent 20 minutes to make the presentation, sir.
But you did not put a disclosure that it's AI.
Yeah,
No,
so
no,
today
I
we
always put
teach
a
that thing
disclaimer.
today.
I always put a disclaimer that these images are AI generated, please, and only for educational purposes, sir. In meantime, let me find out if I have that video of mine to show.
बहुत लोग देख लिया है फेसबुक में.
एक second, my Zoom is getting some problem. I'll just log out, come again.
Yeah. So Dr. Uttam sir is there or still in UK?
He's in UK.
I told him to join.
I don't think he will join.
Okay.
ये किसका लैपटॉप है जो इतना बड़ा भरा हुआ है? अच्छा, हर्षित का है. ये सर्टिफिकेट, वो सर्टिफिकेट, रेजिग्नेशन लेटर भी है सर बीच में.
Actually,
और मैंने तो प्रेजेंटेशन ही नहीं, आई डिडंट मेक ए प्रेजेंटेशन. मेरी हर्षित से बात हुई तो मैंने कहा चलो एक प्रेजेंटेशन ही बनाते हैं. तो मैं वो बना रहा था, आप लोगों का फोन आ गया कि ज्वाइन कर लो.
अभी लाइव दिखा रहे हैं क्या प्रेजेंटेशन कैसा बनना है?
लाइव सर, लाइव. पहले दिखाऊंगा क्या बनता है, वो डाउनलोड कर ले. we'll save that those time, then I will show how I make those slides.
तुम मैं कहाँ देखा पहली बार? आई थिंक दिल्ली में दिखा. हर्षित ने
नॉर्थ जोन के AI.
हाँ, नॉर्थ जोन में बहुत अच्छा किया था.
सर केशव सर, वो क्वेश्चंस का लिंक नहीं आया सर मेरे को. आई टोल्ड आस्क नवनीत जी. मिंटू विल सेंड.
नो, नवनीत itself, see, उसका लिंक नहीं चाहिए. The e-learning portal, if they put ask questions, it will come to you.
I logged in the
Tell Navneet, Navneet, tell Mintu to send that link to Suri.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, Dr. Rishi.
Rishi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, you.
The way it was going, I thought the session has already started. I just rechecked the time whether I was late.
ఇది 9 o'clock వరకు ఉంది నేను సెల్ ఫోన్ లో కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది.
Good evening, sir. Rishi sir, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Have a
Hi,
good day.
Rishi, good evening.
Good.
One more minute to go. We'll start. Harshit, everything is okay, na? Harshit is logged out, huh?
I'm
Yeah,
here,
just-
sir. I think you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can see your, yeah. Fine.
We are just trying to figure out the, the QR code thing. I didn't know that thing that we cannot share directly with all the participants. So we have a workshop module. Basically, we have given a PowerPoint presentation to them, and they had, if anyone is interested, they can actually work simultaneously on that, like morph transitions and some things like some tools in AI, slide master. But I'm trying to figure out a way, which Navneet said, that we have to get a QR code of that uploaded presentation, and then participants can scan the QR code. There is no other way to share them.
So what you can do is, if you have the QR code on your screen, you can just share your
That's what.
screen with
So
the
we are
QR
generating
code.
the
Na?
QR code right now, actually.
Okay.
Uploading and but we can start in the meantime because that is a later part of
I think,
presentation.
Suri, you can start. It's
We'll start.
7:30.
Now it's 7:30. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I welcome you all for this, again, smart learning program on a very interesting topic, artificial intelligence, how we use artificial intelligence for making smart presentations. We all know that we spend many hours preparing our presentations for conferences, teaching programs. It takes a lot of time to make these presentations. Just wondering what if we could reduce that time significantly while improving the quality of our slides. So here is artificial intelligence. It makes our presentation, whatever effort it makes our effort very easy. It changes the way we design and deliver scientific presentations. So for this webinar, our smart learning program, we have Dr. Harshit, who is an expert in giving these kind of presentations using artificial intelligence, and he has selected a galaxy of excellent speakers. We have Dr. Abhishek, Dr. Kamalji, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Madhav. And yes, got a galaxy of, again, chairpersons, experts. So it's going to be a very exciting program. Just hold on to it, program till the end. So before I hand over to Dr. Harshit, I request President of USI, Keshavamurthy sir, to give his brief address. Then I'll hand over to Dr. Harshit to start the program. Over to you, sir. Keshavamurthy sir.
Thank you, Suri. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Smart Learning Program, where smart presentations are used using the smart tools in the world of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is transforming the way we learn, communicate, and work in today's professional and academic environment. AI is a powerful assistant, but it cannot replace the human creativity, judgment, and domain knowledge. So the real value lies in learning how to use this AI responsibly and intelligently to support our objectives and communicate our ideas more effectively. I think today's session will provide us practical insights into how we can use the smart tools to make the presentations. And I was impressed with the presentation which was done by Harshit and his team at the North Zone conference. That is when I spoke to Kamaljit Singh, and I must thank him that the North Zone is also associated with the USI ISU for the smart learning program. Thank you, Kamaljit, for that. I'm sure that all participants will benefit immensely from the experts, and we will have a very good interactive session, and we are keen to learn on how to do these smart presentations. Thank you, and over to Suri.
Thank you, sir. For the participants, if you want to ask any questions, you can put in the chat box in the e-learning program. The questions will come to us, then we'll pass on the questions to the speakers. Over to you, Harshit.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you, Keshavamurthy sir, Secretary Uttamite sir, Kamalji sir, and Surya Prakash sir, and the USI IC family for having me, for moderating or convening this webinar. It is a very interesting topic, and And the interesting part is that, I've tried to get people from all spheres, young, old, academic, private, single center, multi-speciality, because everyone actually is using AI tools at their convenience for these presentations. And it is a nightmare for all of us, making so many presentations with the way so many conferences are happening every day. Like every week, there is a conference actually in India right now. So with this, so I think we need to be smarter to make this presentation. As told by Surya Prakash sir already, that we have expert panel and speakers who will be help us today to learn about these presentations. And the idea of this program is, we have to know about the indigenous PowerPoint tools. Dr. Rishi is here. He's an actual two expert on, indigenous PowerPoint tools. And, then we have AI based tools which are integrated, as well as their separate apps which help you, make AI based presentations. And disclosure is that for the first presentation here, I've not used any AI tool because I just want to workflow like that. We are just, naive in this, suppose. And special thanks to Dr. Bandhan and Dr. Purv, who have been there, like a rock solid pillar for me, doing all these workshops and presentations. We very sincerely thankful to all the audience who has joined us today and the chairperson experts. So, quickly, I'll just, give the context. So people are afraid of things they don't understand. And something like AI also, like, if you feel that, you want to do it, you just don't do it. But there's nothing to fear. Bill Gates says, very clearly, AI is the second revolution after the, microchips. So when we talk of power presentations, what do we want exactly? There should be clear structure, visual appeal, engagement, data-driven content, design, and strong conclusion. Of course, we have Dr. Abhishek, who will come on to, what is the essence of presentations. But, there are a lot of critique. When we did the first time this session in North Zone in Delhi 2 years back, there were a lot of critique that, we should not do, a presentation should be five, white background, black text, 5 by 5 words and lines rules. So they distract. But then we have to understand that we started from the blackboard gradually, 20, 30 years down the line. And then we gradually went to projector presentations, and we were all happy. We were not critical about it when we had projector, and we all remember that we used to prepare these, transparency slides and used to project them on the screen. And then we have, computers, we have Microsoft, we have PowerPoint. So it is an evolution which is happening actually. And this AI, driven presentation is a part of evolution. It has to be seen as a momentum to make smarter presentation, more engaging presentation, and not to be seen to be, cheating or a plagiarism. So most of us are using AI tools, and the sad part is that no one wants to declare it, which is very, very sad. So this is something which I think we want to sensitize today, that we are free to use AI tools. Always mention a disclosure that what tools you have used. So then you will not get into the ethics questions. So disclosure is the essence when we are using AI tools for presentation. And these AI tools help us to, to work smarter compared to, hard work is important, but smart work is also important. And we have to make sure the ideas are own, whatever we are saying. So we have to be, our attitude should be right, that, whatever we are taking the help, we should declare it and we should know what we are speaking. It is not that we just tell AI to make a presentation and then we just don't read it and just, go on the stage and say it. So that is something which is wrong. So there should no cheating. It is there to help you, augment you, and to give ultimate aim is delivering the engaging presentations, because attention span is too short nowadays, and that is why this thing has come in. So ethics is, there are a lot of guidelines, especially in research papers, but similar goes for academic presentation. You always disclose if you are taking a picture, if you are speaking something. That is all right now we need in. And important is caution. So I made a presentation for Bhubaneswar Onco on upper tract urethral carcinoma. What are the pros and cons of lymph node dissection? And it says high grade, and in presentation it says Gleason grade is associated with higher chance of lymph node positivity. So in upper tract urethral carcinoma, the AI tool is confusing Gleason grade. So you have to see that there is a lot of deep learning happening, and so they are hallucinating, and there are a lot of instances already. And this is one, I'll show this picture, how ChatGPT hallucinates. Like I asked him, please discuss the real world data on adjuvant therapy in high risk kidney cancer. And so, yes, it says certainly we'll do it for you. and it gave me a full paper on use of adjuvant nivolumab. As urologists, we all know there is no data on adjuvant nivolumab. But when I asked him, please give me reference, it says very nicely Sharma P, real world experience, everything, very nicely, European urology, and this was all false. So this is important, like, they hallucinate. We have to understand and we have to be wise. So the AI is useful, fair, transparent and accountable. So key point is AI is not artificial but augmented or assisted intelligence. We use AI tools as assistants, not replacements. Don't cite them as primary source. Verify always, cross-check, declare. And that is what it is. Combine human insight with AI capabilities. So Socrates said, he discouraged writing because he said that people will become forgetful. And so the question, will AI make people more stupid? So I think the clear answer is no. And when we talk of AI, it is AI won't replace you, but we all know a person using AI will. So I think the last line, a fool with a tool is still a fool, but one who knows how to use the tool looks really cool. So I think we are in the second portion. We want to learn to use these tools and want to become really cool. And with that, let's begin. And I must, invite Dr. Abhishek Singh, sir, to give us the essence of academic presentation. Dr. Abhishek Singh, sir.
Thank you, Arshad. Thank you, USI, ISU, for this wonderful opportunity. Indeed, making presentations is close to all our hearts. And let us try to put our best foot forward to understand that how should you be doing it. So I hope my slides are visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so essence of a smart presentation. So essentially, a smart presentation should be neat, clean, should be able to deliver what it is meant to. That should, if I were to summarize that what a smart presentation does, it should be able to convey what the speaker is supposed to say, irrespective of the glamour associated with it, irrespective of whether there is Diwali going on the screen or not. It should be able to convey what the speaker is supposed to do. Now, the question is, there's debate that whether there should be clean white backgrounds with a few lines, or there should be a lot of drama. Now, it totally depends upon who's speaking. Say the flag bearer of this type of presentation is, say, Dr. Rajiv Kumar or Dr. Ganesh sir. Now, they are themselves heroes. Once they stand up and say anything, they will be heard, period. They have got that reputation, and their command on the subject both is in place. But for somebody who's starting out in his career, this may not be true. Therefore, a little drama, when done appropriately, will catch attention, and you will be able to deliver your message. After a point in time, it will become your trademark, and then you can choose to keep on using these tools if you find them interesting. Otherwise, you can go back to the convention. So first and foremost, the disclosures. I disclose that there's no central resource for gathering this information. All information presented is gathered either by personal inquiry or personal experiences. Hence, it has personal biases. AI was used definitely to make images in this presentation. I used Copilot and Canva for a few slides. So once you start, this should be your opening slide, that it tells you the flow of content. This should be the way that you start any presentation. But how do you write the flow of content? Flow of content. So I have seen sometimes people write down 10-15 points. That is irrelevant. You just tell the audience why you are making this presentation, and start with your own experience, a little bit of experience. So if they're talking about thromboembolism in post-pelvic surgery, describe a small case where you experience this. Or if somebody is talking about castrate-resistant metastatic cancer prostate, so give a typical situation of a patient that you experienced, and then build up your story on it. Give solutions, literature, should help you give solutions, but add your wisdom and experience. Problem is, sometimes you may not have that wisdom when you're starting on, but that is okay. You talk to people. If you don't have wisdom on a particular situation, like I was once told to deliver a lecture on MOLAB. I had no experience of using Moses or enucleation. I told the conveners, look here, that I don't know how to do this, but he says this is educational, purely meant for PGs. So please do it. So I called up Dr. Manohar and asked him, sir, how do you do it? What are the pros and cons? So in these situations, you can ask somebody's help and try to gather some wisdom and give a good and a crisp take home message. So you can write your flow of contents in this particular format, clean white with simple dots, or you can elaborate it using uh, icons. So either you can use, definitely you can use a AI based slides, but Microsoft also give you certain tools that you can use. But whenever you are using icons, the message from this slide is make the icons relevant, because sometimes the AI will give you or the generators will give you icons which are irrelevant. Means for say for where you need balance, they will show somebody is running. Where you need a farm, they'll show a house. So you have to contextualize whatever you are saying, because somebody is going to notice. And what a viewer sees in your slide is attention to detail. If you have generated the slide out of a software and not cross-verified the contents or the images, it does not look good. It looks absolutely out of place. So as I told you, start with a problem statement, use an index situation. And again, I was just telling you that that I was given this presentation to speak about thromboembolism in pelvic surgeries or uro-oncology. So I just started telling my story that yes, this particular patient had a thromboembolism, and when I gave him blood thinners, he started to have another problem. So I was wondering whether I should be giving prophylaxis or not. And then you built up your story. So start a story, narrate a story. Your entire presentation should look like a small narration or a story that will remain with the viewer or the listener for a long, long time. Another thing, once Dr. Mallikarjun sir gave me a task of comparing all the energy sources in laparoscopy. So I use this as an index statement slide that you have myriads of energy sources. How do you start? You don't know, and therefore I am making this presentation. So this is how you can take off the presentation. Now, keep it very, very sharp. So what do I say by keep it very, very sharp? So I wanted to make this picture. So the command that I gave to Copilot was that I want sharply dressed gentlemen out of different ethnicities. Then he gave me 20. So I said five gentlemen sharply dressed different ethnicities. So what I wanted to draw audience attention was that whatever you are making, whether you are making a video, you are making a picture, that it should be, the aspect ratio should be proper. It should always be properly bordered. Yeah, it should, and don't always stretch it from the angles. Don't stretch it laterally or craniocaudally just to fit a particular area. If there is a title, just border it up. It looks far better. So now look at these two slides. Here is where I have simply created borders. The other one doesn't have. In fact, the video, when I drag the video here is also a three-dimensional preset. If this is also not there, it will appear absolutely bland. So once you put borders, neatly try to pack whatever you're saying, it just makes the slide look sharper. So that catches the attention. And when the viewer sees that you made an effort to make what you are speaking on, he'll definitely be interested, because he knows that you've read the content, you've put in your heart and soul, so it must be worth hearing. Show gratitude. For all the people who are in first half of their careers, show gratitude. Whatever step, whatever technique, whatever clinical material you are presenting, you might have learned from somebody. At every opportune occasion, show gratitude. It brings a lot of impact to the listener. He says that is it? He's actually learned it from Dr. Mahendra Bhandari. Must be interesting. Is it Mallikarjun sir's technique? So show gratitude to the people who have helped you learn what you are presenting. Be creative, be absolutely creative. So here was a slide I wanted to highlight that opportunity always comes in disguise. So I gave AI a command that make a slide where wolf is where a princess is appearing in the wolf's clothing. So this is the kind of command I gave, and I got this particular image. So be creative, learn from examples of daily life. Most simple things will be remember examples that textbook of your school taught you, because this everybody will know. Examples from entertainment industry also people know, but contextualize. Don't talk about Jennifer Lopez to Indian people, or don't talk about Kardashians to a USI meeting. So contextualize. Cultural context is also very important. So here is one situation where I wanted to tell the audience that all laparoscopic instruments behave like levers, and they work on lever principle. So the command, the narrative that I gave to the AI platform was that from a school textbook, a swimmer is jumping off the swimming board. So tell me how it behaves like a lever in a diagrammatic representation. So I use this as a slide to drive the point that all laparoscopic instruments behave like levers, and they should ideally be behaving like type 1 lever. So this gives you a sense that what is the load arm, effector arm. This is how you'll ideate and then contextualize to the current situation. So look at this particular slide. Very, very busy. And my apologies for a very, very busy slide. So this is the most cliche statement that surgeons make, and this should never be done. There's no point apologizing. I'm sorry for this busy slide. This only means that you know that this slide is not good enough and still you are presenting it. So declutter it. Let the only important things be there. When image is the hero, let it show. Let the images be clear, be distant, be large enough, and really well bordered. Don't copy paste large tables. So this is a big table, and I want to reference Kato in some quality of life outcomes, and I draw a big table and mark it with red. No, this is not on. You code the paper like. So I'll just show you in a couple of slides. You code the paper and write 2 or 3 salient points, and that should be enough. If this is the way you do it, nobody's going to be able to read it. So that is not a proper thing. Slide supports the speaker. Slides are not the speakers. So you can get fancy tools, but your voice modulation, your audience engagement can never be replaced by any AI tool. So hero of your presentation is always you, your voice, your expressions, and let them be the best. Once you make a fancy slide, ask yourself, can it be understood in 15 seconds? Is the message clear? Is the font good? Are you telling some story or just showcasing information? There was a man called Rama. He married Sita. Both went to Vanvas. This mundane type of story information telling is not good. It has to be a story. Weave a story. Therefore, I said start with a context that you yourself have experienced. People will believe, no, he's really experienced this. This has happened to him, and it is worthwhile listening to whatever story he's telling. I understand that sometimes the topics are given very short time, and it cannot happen. But generally, if you try to weave a small story, you will be able to. Absolute don't dump the data chronologically. In 1985 this happened, 90 this happened. Typically I hear in debates, 1985 this was done, 95 this was done, today this is done, and supine is still the best. That is not going to attract audience. Don't make audience read the slide, and don't end abruptly. Don't make such cluttered slides. Whenever you want to bring in humor, have certain amount of decency. This is my own slide. I was speaking against supine and I wanted to say that you get colonic injuries. Now, instead of one poop, I got two poop and just cluttered the whole slide. And after presenting this, I really regretted. I don't think this is a nice slide. And if you're using animations, you tone it down. You tone it down. If I really wanted to show poop, I could have bought it in one corner, used at least only one of the two animations. So this is how I can do it. There is no need to use excessive animation. If you are using quoting a paper, then let the message be quoted very well. So this is the paper I quote, and these are the 2 pointers which I want the audience to take home. I should not paint anything in fluorescent. The whole manuscript is running and 1 point in fluorescent. That is not good. That means you have not made adequate effort to really make this particular slide. Whether you have made an effort or not is another thing, but it should at least appear that you have made a lot of effort. Being funny and innovative is good, but ideate, think. So I wanted to argue this against Dr. Muralkar, and I said, I wanted to say that based only on lab data, he's telling that one laser is superior over the other. So I use this particular famous statement from Navjot Singh Sidhu that if ifs and buts or pots and pans, there would have been no need for tinker's hands. And similarly, if we could do all surgeries in labs, why would you require surgeons? So make such comparisons whenever appropriate. So now I'll show you some video that you can ideate, where, especially these are used in debates. But the idea is keep them very, very short.
मुझे लैब पैरेलिथोटमी करनी है। भला क्यों? क्या तुम ये पहन सकते हो? ये तो फट जाएगी। तो रीनल पेल्विस थोड़े ना लोहे का बना हुआ है, समझे?
So again, if you want to make funny videos, the point is just let them be very appropriate, make them very short. People don't have the patience to see some mimicry over again and again, and let it drive only your point. Also, don't try to hit every time below the belt. It does not look nice. That there was an era where everybody would compare, things happening in debate onto what happens on somebody's bedroom, in somebody's bedroom. I don't think that is on. When you're making pictures, every time AI will not give you the best pictures. So spend some effort making pictures.
Sorry, Abhishek sir.
Done.
I think it's a wonderful presentation. So many pictures, but I just we are
asked for critique. I always ask for critique, and Dr. Pankaj Maheshwari and Dr. Prashant Muralkar have been two people who have always been giving me critique. So ask for critique, actively seek it. Harshit, the last slide.
Thank you.
Smart. Be specific. M meaningful, appropriate to the audience in their cultural context. Let them recapitulate whatever you are seeing. Your slide should be remembered. Appropriately time the presentation, which I have not done. My apologies today.
No, sir, it's okay.
So smart messages stay with the audience long after the slide fades away. And lastly, always acknowledge graciously. Thank you for a patient listen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. I think you are one of the persons who has done so many presentations across globe actually, and very smart presentation. We always love your presentations, and we always try to think, how Dr. Abhishek would have made this presentation, what new thing would have thought. So thank you, sir. I think we are short on time, so we will just quickly go to our next presentation. Dr. Kamaljeet Singh, sir. Sir, you are here?
Yeah, I'm here. At the
Sir has
onset,
recently sparked a lot of interest in the urology community by his presentation in Bangalore. And so, a lot of people are talking, sir, before you joined, everybody was talking about that presentation. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Harshit. I will start my stopwatch first. Greetings from City of Golden Temple. Apologies at the onset itself that I never made a presentation. Since Urolithicon, I have been going shit busy with one work or another. So what I did was I called up Harshit at 5 o'clock in the evening, 5:30, मैंने कहा हर्षित यार प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं बनाई है. कहते सर जो मर्जी प्रेजेंट कर देना. So now let's go back and let's see what Abhishek said, what Dr. Keshav said, what Dr. Surya said, what Harshit said. Now let's try to redo it manually like a workshop. I'm not going to do anything like which is there. I will show you a very blunt presentation and then how I recreate it. So this is all on a free chat GPT platform. I'm sharing my slide. Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. So I came home somewhere on about, you can see it was, so I just wrote a prompt on a free version of a chat GPT. Hi, I'm Dr. Kamaljeet Singh, working as a consultant urologist at my hospital. I want to give an online presentation bracket webinar and the topic is smart tools for PowerPoint presentation. Kindly make 10 slides on it and these slides should be world-class, informative and should be educative. So after 10, 20 seconds, it gave me once this presentation. Now, if I open it up, you will see they are very bland, not ever what Dr. Abhishek was saying, if I show these kind of slides, I will be shown the door at the first go itself. So I did some other homework also. So is my PowerPoint slide visible to you?
Yes, sir.
So I use the same software to generate something which is eye-catchy, which is a little informative, which gives credit to the people who have been of great importance to me for my journey in case of artificial intelligence, making a good presentation. I must acknowledge the Harshit, Bandhan and Apurva. They were the people who actually made the sleepy snake in me of creativity come up very well. So my acknowledgement is there. I did use Dr. Vishwajit's slides, wanted to use it, but then I decided against it. But since he had shared the slides, so for what he had made in Eurolithicon, I tried that I will make it on and show it. Why we need smart tools?
सर आप इतने यंग कैसे हो गए पहले ये बताइए जरा ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा
This is we will come on to that also. I'm just trying to show you what actually I made it and how it is to create. I will create everything right in front of you. This is how it is. I think so from now onwards, when Dr. Abhishek will be presenting in any AUA or this thing is, I think so he will be just like a, you can say, a real smart people whom everybody would like to watch and come and listen to. When you make a smart presentation, it becomes eye-catchy. Now here comes a disclaimer. These all slides are made by the AI. They have nothing human factor into it. So there can be an error. I would request anybody, did anybody pick an error in this slide?
Yeah.
नाम बदला हुआ है यार.
Yeah, everybody picked it up.
Yeah. So this is what it is there is. So this was a content creation I did using an AI. I didn't use anything, whatever I had in mind. I had not made even a single slide. Whatever ChatGPT gave it, I made it. And trust me, since none of us know anything much about the AI, so whatever I speak becomes the bottom line and a real solid lines. And with these colorful and beautiful slides, it all becomes a very eye-catchy. Harshit is smiling. Harshit is thinking that something is going to come up. So let's go and learn. I'm only going to tell today you the first lesson. I'm already enrolled in an AI filmmaking course. It will take at least 2 months for me to finish it. Then I will show you how we can make movies also out of it. At present, I'm only using a very small version of it, which I will like to show. Few of you must have seen it on, you can say, Facebook. But this was my first video which I had made using my photo, which was 10 years, almost 10 years old. So if you are not into the AI, I think so you will be soon left out. So I'm being very clear. So AI is going to stay. You have to become more smart of how you have to do it. So I'm opening up a chat GPT fresh version, whatever it is. Okay, I will close it. So I don't know anything. So I will log out from this thing. These are all free accounts of mine. This is Amritsar Urologist at the gmail.com. So I'm logging out of it. So I have the slides in the bottom. So I will log in into another free account I have. I have 4 or 5 Gmail accounts. So I will log in from any of my accounts. So this is the first slide. How is AI transforming professional presentations? Kamaljeet Singh, consultant urologist. If you look at these slides in any of the presentation, most of you will, I think so, will ask me to stop it right then and there itself. So I'm going to copy it here. So I'm going to write it. Hi, I am Dr. Kamaljeet Singh, consultant urologist. At Amritsar. Please make a world-class image for PowerPoint presentation I have to give at webinar of ISU. And then I'm going to paste whatever I had copied from there. Now, how will I come into the picture is, so I will go on to the Google, find my name. हर्षद कौन सी वाली इमेज उठाऊं बताओ ये कौन सी उठाऊं बताओ एनीवन यू
पहली वाली डाल सर
पहली वाली मैं प्रैक्टो लगा तो वो आएगा नहीं तो मैं नीचे से उठा लेता हूं कॉपी इमेज
कोई भी डाल
सो आई विल गो बैक एंड आई विल paste my image here. Add my caricature image in the slide. Now it will start making an image. I don't know what is going to come up. It may be good, it may be bad.
So the one problem is it's not replicable. We practice so much, but when we do it live, what will come, we don't know.
No. Now I will tell you how to get into how to make a uniform kind of a presentation template. So I'm just showing you the first slide so that you know how it is the first slide is made. Thereafter, I will say you how you copy the template and you paste it as many number of times. It will be making in the same way only. So it takes some time because it's a free version. I'm not using the paid version because though I have a paid version, but I always use a free version whenever I'm showing a demo because everybody would like to have a free version only. So I will copy this image. We'll just put up one new slide out here. Paste. I know the dimensions of my slide. It is 24. It is actually 25 centimeter. Place it out here is. And adjust it according to my slide size. ठीक है हर्षित?
Yes.
I think you are the convener. You should be happy. Otherwise, you can turn me off anytime. So I'm here in front of all of you. Now, next question is any slide you say, any of these slides. There are 10 slides. Tell me any one slide, any number, because I don't want to be what anybody can want. I want to be as independent as possible. So let's pick up slide number 7. I don't know what are these things. I will pick up something better. Excel integration. I don't know because these are all advanced versions. I'm already going into it. I'm getting into learning all these things. So before I go forward is I will say kindly make a uniform PowerPoint image template to be used from now onwards for image creation. Please put my image in small form, in small size, at the right lower corner. Now I'm first asking it to make a template. Oh, it will now put my image. So it will create an image. I'm sorry, it has started creating an image. So you have to put up as a kindly define the template of the image you want to do. Is because I've used the word image, it will automatically start now generating an image for me. So let's see what it generates also out of it. Till then, I will write the prompt for the next slide also. So I put that whole thing, whatever I had copied, and use the above image template and the picture of Dr. Kamaljeet in the caricature from the right lower corner. Till it doesn't generate this image, I'm not going to put up an entry button out of it. Now I'm going to put this image. Now it will start generating. Now the image texture should remain the same. So whatever you are generating, and you are doing it, you should always have a template created at the first instance itself. And once you see, in a free account, you cannot generate more than 6 to 8 images in a day. So after 24 hours, you can do it. So if you have 4 or 5 Gmail accounts, so you can create more images, almost 24 odd images. But then if you change the count, that the template and the ratio aspect of the image will get changed. So you have to define it at the first instance, copy it and keep it in one place, keep on pasting it. So it will generate the same kind of image. For Eurolithicon, I took only 1 day to make the presentation and I used all my 4 accounts. That time, the free image generation in the ChatGPT was 5 per day. So I had 18 slides made. So I had 4 accounts, 4 into 5 makes 20. So there were a couple of images which I deleted it. So it was 18 slides which I had presented in Eurolithicon. And 1 day presentation, that's all. I kept on writing my experience. I didn't let an image generate till I didn't get a good presentation of my caliber and to be presented at the Eurolithicon.
तो आई थिंक सर वो जो पीपीटी कैसे बना रहे थे उससे वो बता रहे थे क्या वो डॉक्टर बिस्वजीत की पीपीटी सर की जो पीपीटी को
क्या कौन सी
सिंपल पीपीटी को कैसे ब्यूटीफाई कर सकते हैं हम कुछ कह रहे थे
ये अभी यही मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ इसके बाद मैं विश्वजीत बॉस का एक खोल के एक स्लाइड बना देता हूँ Sometimes it may take some time to create it. You have to be patient. Now it is, okay, that image has come. Now same image which we had put up here is, now if you see, it comes up like this. So
Yes.
what Dr. Abhishek was saying, it becomes an eye-catchy thing. I have 2 minutes left. Should I go forward or should I stop here?
I think we can carry on to the module session, sir. We have like a 45 minutes discussion there. And, let me, have quick comments from our chairpersons for the session 1. So we have, Dr. Chandramohan Vadi, sir. Dr. Mallikarjun Reddy has joined us from France. Dr. Raman, sir, and Dr. Rahul Gupta, sir. So our chairpersons, sir, any comments? Real quick.
Sir, Kamaljeet, I have seen your presentation during the Eurolithicon, but entire slides were looking like artificial intelligence based, AI based. So don't you think people, if you project all these slides like this, your material, everything, AI, because even a flyer, if you see, we can see that it is AI generated flyer.
Yeah.
Then compared to previous flyers, the impact on the audience may be less. Sorry, your presentation was good, your talking was good, but slides were uniform. Your photo is there everywhere, and all the slides are same blue background, same signals on the lower side, it looked little artificial.
Yeah, I'm not denying this fact was, boss, I'm being very open and candid and honest on this is, this was the first time I had used a full artificial intelligence platform-based creation presentation in a urology circles. Usually, I will put couple of human-made slides or human texture slides and few in the artificial side. But this was the only presentation where I had done an artificial intelligence base. Uh, to add on to it, because since I'm going into the filmmaking course now, so I wanted to use this platform to see how it comes out. Because unless I don't try it, if I don't burn my hand, I will never come to know how good it comes out to be. I
Okay,
did
good.
personally feel it was a very heavy presentation and very difficult to also, matlab ki it was, I had to carry it in a pen drive. It was almost and I did feel it was an overdone in few of the cases.
Can I, Harshit, can I just make
Sure,
a
sir.
point here?
Sure, sir. Sure,
See,
sir. Sure, sir.
AI is taken everybody by, a storm, and everybody wants to become an AI expert, use ChatGPT and everything. But my intention is, when you're going for an academic meet, content versus, what is being, the AI powered slides become very bright and very catchy. So the content gets lost somewhere. This is my feeling.
Yeah.
It usually gets, because you get distracted by a lot of things there. So what is
Yeah.
how do we plan to take it, like what Abhishek was saying, like a lot of animation is there.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of animation and a lot of things are there, the content goes somewhere here, and by the time the
Yes.
slides finished, because everybody is getting 7 minutes or so. So how do you overcome that, Dr. Kamaljeet boss? What is your take on that? How would you, balance the thing? Where is the balance?
Uh, Rahul, being very clear is, if I may remind you, what was the strict rule at Eurolithicon? 7 minutes, then the slides will go off. Agree?
Not about Eurothicon,
No,
otherwise, generalized.
please. No, let me do it. So 7 minutes means max 15 slides. And 15 slides to tell on any topic is not that good, that much, and you need to deliver very fast. If you put an human effort into it, like me and Dr. Vishwajit had back-to-back presentation, and Dr. Vishwajit had 22 slides, and I had 15. Mine actually was also 22, but I couldn't communicate more when the times sequences, you have the time allotment is on the very lesser side. So I had more content in a very small, in a simple
I think
slide. This is
Mallikarjun sir has
what
to
this was
say.
wrong. This was wrong, what
Yeah.
I personally feel. So it was too much into one slide.
Kamalji, Mallikarjun sir has to comment something, sir. Please.
Kamal, I think
Sir,
what you have shown us is absolute basics. Ki you use ChatGPT, but if you want good presentation level slides with your own content, put in the content into either Canva or Gamma. That will give you a content.
So we'll show
Now,
you that
and
thing.
you can actually export it to your PowerPoint.
Yes, yes.
Now comes the whole issue there. You can actually connect Claude, Gemini, and ChatGPT as an extensions to your PowerPoint. Once you
yes,
connect it, you can actually tinker around with your slide. Rahul, what you were saying is they are eye catchy and all. If you tell them that the presentation is to a group of urologists and it needs to be professional, it will never make it eye catchy. So this is absolute basics what Kamaljit has told. But if you really want to do some good stuff, then you have to shell in some amount of money. The second thing is, these are the ones which will actually give you the whole thing. Gamma does make slides and without a content, but when you give the content and tell it that do not modify the content.
Yes.
If you don't give the constraints, then you are
Yes.
going to lose out on that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then you'll have to give
Absolutely.
it the number of slides. So I
Yeah.
think doing a slides, there's a lot of things which we need to do. Connectors are a great important thing. I can show, if my PowerPoint opens, it will show Claude and then ChatGPT connected to the PowerPoint. So you can actually change any slides. You can put your footers, headers, all those things can change. And even it will also pick out your spelling mistakes and then give you, and you tell them that give me the corrections, do not correct. You tell me what all to be corrected. Then then you can say, okay, approve. Then you will do it. So,
Yes,
and you can also say
absolutely.
you keep your original presentation and create a new presentation with your changes. So you can tinker it. But the connectors will make you look far better.
Yes, sir. Raman sir, quick comment.
Harshita, I think everyone has put in their point fairly well. So basically, we have to understand why we go to conferences. We don't just go to listen to things, take in facts. We are not robots that will just get and then again start processing it like GPT does. We go because we want to meet colleagues. We have a human angle. We feel good. We have happiness when I see Kamalji sir and everyone here. In fact, that makes us related. So basically, when the human angle to things is lost, I think I might sound old school 10 years down the line if somebody watches this webinar. But as of now, when we go with a very human angle. So I feel that the right amalgamation would be that we take in elements made through AI. For example, we have now many tools. In fact, maybe someday we can work around it and release that list. But we can create illustrations so that things are more clearly made, flow charts. So these things can be used to with the help of AI, we can integrate them. But the ultimate binding has to be in a human glue, right? If it's not there, then it just looks very artificial. And so that's my take home point. I know we're running late.
I think.
Akshit, have you ever noticed that one of my avatars is actually in that? I can log out and you still will think that I am there in the meeting.
So you have made that thing.
I
So
know
we
your
wanted.
bot is there, sir. Your bot is there.
Yeah.
So are you real right now, Mallikarjun sir?
I'm real. I'm real here.
So I think we'll
Don't
go
do
to
that.
the.
We like to see.
I think there's so much of AI, in 90 minutes, very difficult to, sum up. But thank you, ex-chairpersons for comments. Thank you, Kamalji, sir. I think we'll come
Thank you.
back to you during this, workshop module when we are doing that thing. I'll just, because we had so much discussion, I'll just quickly want to tell you that, apart from PowerPoint, we got other tools as well. And, we have seen various presentations, Gagan Gautam, Tushar also uses Prezi, then Keynote. And I thought, it's just a good idea to just, have a glimpse of how these tools exactly work. So here's Dr. Ashish Khanna with us, who will tell us about Keynote and how he uses some of the tricks in his videos. So Ashish, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm there. Thank you.
Ashish, I think we just want you to share your screen.
Yes. So are my slides visible?
Yes, very much.
So, as rightly pointed out by the chairperson, that a personal touch is always necessary to make the slides more connectable, more comprehensible, and not just a computer-generated image. So, first, I'll just say that I'm going to present here the utility of Keynote, which is a proprietary tool that the Apple users can use for free. And I'll be showing what techniques I use to make my slides more engaging, so that the crowd can engage with the content, make it more engaging, and so that the content that I wish to show the audience is actually connecting with it. So this is just a demo presentation to present about something about radius sparing radical prostatectomy that I routinely do. So going on to this, the next slide transitions into multiple points that show the key steps of radius sparing prostatectomy. This then transitions into 6 key principles for early continence recovery after radius sparing robotic prostatectomy. And then I go on to describing what are the 6 key important points that I feel are important for my patients undergoing this procedure. Finally, we then talk about a simple quote that biology is king, anatomy is queen, and technical maneuvers are prince and princesses, just to emphasize that no technique can win over anatomy or biology for a patient, and therefore it is necessary for a surgeon to personalize, individualize the technique of prostatectomy depending on the location of tumor and other factors. Finally, just to reiterate what are the points that I feel are important for good functional outcomes, and then I end the presentation. So in this short presentation, which was not very content heavy, I believe that the slides had limited content. I would be talking over these points when I'm presenting this slide, but just the subtle animations make the presentation more engaging. And now I'll be describing the tools in Keynote that make this possible. And the first tool is a simple transition called Magic Move, which is equivalent to the morph transition in the PowerPoint presentation. So what the Magic Move is, that it is a simple transition that tracks the objects within the slide and the subsequent slide, and tracks the changes in its size, position and orientation to produce a smooth transition. So in this slide, you have a square on the left upper quadrant and a star on the right side. And I have shifted their positions in the subsequent slide and chosen the magic move. And when you do that, you can see that the two objects have changed their position, changed their size and their color. And the transition with the magic move makes this seamless. So how I use this is that you can do what is called a parallax or a scroll type of thing. So suppose I'm presenting for bladder cancer, I'm presenting that what are the risk factors for bladder cancer. We know that smoking is the most common risk factor. So this slide, I have a high definition image. I have some text which makes it relevant. And when I move on to the next slide, you can see that it transitions beautifully into another slide that talks about the role of previous pelvic radiotherapy in as a risk factor. So the transitions have to be subtle, not very heavy, so that the context, the concentration remains on the content, but at the same time also becomes engaging for the audience. And then another scroll-in maneuver describing the role of bladder schistosomiasis as a risk factor, cell carcinoma. The next tool that I use is as surgeons, what we do the key structures to make it more presentable. So you could see this. So I'll just show here. So this was a patient of a right-sided renal mass with retroaortic renal vein. So I was dissecting the artery in the interaortic groove, and you can see that there is no renal vein visible. So when I'm trying to edit a video for such a individual, I would like to demonstrate the different structures in the field for our patient, for our audience. And for that purpose, the annotation tool in Keynote becomes very handy. So in this case, this annotation tool actually gives me a free hand to highlight the structure that I wish to demonstrate. For example, here, the right renal artery. So I'm just making a freehand kind of marking for the right renal artery. Once that is done, I'm going to color that structure so that the background structure actually remains in view. I change the opacity of the structure so that the parent structure is visible. Now I copy this and go on to the next slide, paste the same here and increase the opacity so that it becomes more visible. And finally, to de-zoom or de-opacify the structure, I further reduce the opacity back to 30. So now when I'm presenting this slide, the transition will show, it will become even more highlighted, then de-highlight, and then becomes normal. So the good point here in Keynote is that I can export the 13th to the 17th slide, which is this maneuver that I'm doing by taking the artery in the interaortic groove as a separate movie file. I go to export and then make it a movie, and it makes it into a small clip. I can select which slides I want to do. So I know that it is the 13th to the 17th, and I can change the transition from 1 second, and then further you can produce that. So once I do that, it makes it like a small movie. I'll show that movie if it plays. And this movie I can incorporate easily into my Word, into my
Ashish, your screen got stuck. I don't know.
I think just a minute. Just a minute. Can you see?
Yeah, we are seeing the desktop now. Your desktop we can see.
So I just wanted to show that this simple movie can be exported, and then I can use this movie, incorporate it within the original video to make it more understandable for the beginners or to make it more engaging. Just wanted to highlight that.
And we cannot do this in PowerPoint. Is there a way we can do this in PowerPoint?
Yes, we can.
Okay, we have Rishi sir here.
We can do it more easily.
Put it as a movie and then use it. Obviously, PowerPoint and Keynote go hand in hand. They have similar features. I feel that Keynote is much easier to use, but it's based on your system that you're using and your personal preference. So that is the way I use Keynote to make my presentations a little more engaging. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashish. I think we just had to have a glimpse of Keynote, what it can do. And we'll quickly go to Dr. Madhav Tiwari from Apollo Chennai, who will, tell us about the other tool of presentation, which is Prezi. So, Dr. Madhav, are you here with us?
Hi, good evening. I'm sorry, I'm keeping my video off because my internet is playing up.
Okay.
So can you
share your screen. Yeah.
can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah, is it audible? Am I on the first slide?
Yes, we can see you. You're well
Hi.
audible. Please go ahead.
Thank you. So good evening to everyone. And first of all, I would like to thank USI and the ISU committee for inviting me to deliver this small presentation. So as urologists, we spend a lot of time presenting complex information to each other, whether that's anatomy, operative steps, guidelines, evidence, etc. And as we've seen, most of us do this using PowerPoint. And PowerPoint is familiar, reliable, and safe. But today, I want to show you an alternative way of thinking about presentations using this tool called Prezi. The idea is not that Prezi should replace PowerPoint everywhere, but that for certain presentations, especially ones what need visual or case-based talks, it can make the story more engaging and easier to follow. So we all know this feeling when a talk starts and within a few minutes we're looking at another dense PowerPoint deck with multiple bullet points, maybe small text, maybe a table copied from a paper. And even before the speaker has finished the point, the audience is already reading ahead sometimes, or even worse, sometimes checking their phone. The problem here is not always the content. Often the content is excellent. The problem is the format. Traditional slides on PowerPoint are rigid and linear, and everything appears in the same rectangular format, meaning the visual hierarchy is often lost. And this linear format can sometimes feel limiting. So what is Prezi? It is a web-based platform that was launched in 2009 and is now used globally by 160 million people. And unlike PowerPoint, which is built around fixed slides, Prezi is built around an open zooming canvas. That means instead of moving from one slide to another, you place your ideas on a big, large visual canvas. You can zoom into one topic, you can zoom back out, show the whole picture, and move to any part of the canvas that you want. This works on the browser. It also has a desktop app on Windows and Mac, however, that is paid. So from a practical point of view, it is very accessible and does not require a very complicated setup. The core difference between PowerPoint and Prezi is, again, like I said, PowerPoint is linear. It is like a train track. Once you start, the audience travels with you from slide 1 to 2 to 3, and so on and so forth. And that is useful for many talks. But for certain talks, it can be restrictive, where the topic is complex and the discussion needs to be interactive. And like I said, Prezi is more like a map, a canvas. So imagine you were presenting something about a renal tumor case. You could start with the whole patient journey. You could then just suddenly zoom into the CT image, into the tumor location. Then you can pull back out, discuss nephrometry or surgical planning, outcomes, etc. The audience never loses the big picture because you keep returning to the same map. And that is the strength of Prezi. It helps the audience understand where each detail fits into the overall story. So why does it work for urology is, I think, because our specialty is highly visual. For anatomy and imaging, this allows us to zoom into any part. Say you could have a kidney or a prostate, anything. You could zoom into that, highlight what matters, and then zoom back out to your main presentation. When we're doing case presentation, it allows us a non-linear navigation. So suppose during an MDT discussion, someone asks you about pathology when you're actually talking about imaging. So in Prezi, you can directly jump out to pathology and then return back to the same pathway without breaking the flow. And for conferences where audience fatigue is very real, all of us have experienced it, the movement and visual structure can help maintain the attention, provided it is carefully used. Getting started is fairly easy. The good thing is it's free, and at least there is a free tier. So you can create an account and experiment without any upfront commitment. More importantly, you don't have to start from a blank canvas. You can use your existing PowerPoint presentations, whatever you have, a PDF or a paper, and you can use the AI tools within Prezi to create a draft structure. And this is very important for us. All of us are busy clinicians, and we do not have the time to learn a completely new design system from scratch every time we need to make a presentation. So the practical way to begin is take up a previous lecture that you have given, upload it, and then let Prezi convert it into a more visual and zoomable structure. But let me be honest, Prezi does have a learning curve. The canvas-based editing feels very different from PowerPoint. Initially, you may feel slightly disoriented because you're not simply making slide after slide. The zoom effect can also be highly overused when using Prezi. So if every point zooms dramatically, the presentation can become rather distracting rather than elegant. So interestingly, as I was reading, I also found there was some academic interest in Prezi as a teaching medium, and some institutes have suggested that Prezi may improve the engagement and help learners feel more in control of the learning process, especially when the talks require a visual or conceptual map. But of course, Prezi is not magic. A poor talk will remain poor, even if it is made with Prezi. But when used well, especially for visual talks, it can, help in visual memory and better understanding of the concepts. So how should we actually start?
I think Madhav, I just request you to
I'm finishing. I'm last slide. So you open Prezi, you choose an outline. Don't start with the decoration. Feed it the information that you have, your previous PowerPoint. Import all your data, CT images, flowcharts, guidelines, algorithms, etc. And then you have to tweak it. This is very important. This is not an AI tool what will do it for you. You need to know your topic before you can finally present it. So my suggestion is sign up, but don't start with your most important national conference lecture. Start with your last presentation, a teaching session in the department. Use your last PowerPoint, import it to Prezi, and see how it changes and makes it visually better for you. You will find that often the audience will understand the structure better, and also you may enjoy presenting it more. So the message at the end is PowerPoint is here to stay, but for the right topic where you need a more interactive experience, maybe Prezi is a good alternative.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madhav. I think we all seen Prezi, and Prezi, the learning curve is something which is, a little bit, overwhelming sometimes. So we'll take quick comments, 1 minute from our, our experts, our faculties. And before we go on to hands-on module. So Dr. Ravi, sir, I think a lot have been said already on presentations, but, real quick word before we go on to, hands-on thing.
Yeah, thank you, Arshid. It was a great learning for me. As I said in the beginning, I'm here to learn. And yes, it is overwhelming when you see so many presentations and or like Dr. Chandramohan pointed out, sometimes AI tools will make it so flashy that you lose the content out of it. So very essential that we maintain that core. Like I like the Abhishek's presentation the most because he maintained that I'm still that old timer where a black and white still attracts me. It becomes more easy to catch. And a few things like having minimal lines in the few lines in the presentation and trying to create a story around it is what I feel is a academic presentation. But yes, what we learned so far probably is that how to have a good PowerPoint to emphasize your points and also use AI tools to incorporate it in. But it has a learning curve. And sometimes, like last time, I used Note LLM for my own presentation, and I realized it made so flashy that I myself was not able to understand what it wanted to say. So it creates so flashy things out of it. Thank you.
Yeah, true. Like Rishi sir, quick comments. I know you are like a PowerPoint wizard.
You see, as long as the content is original and good and is being delivered vocally by a speaker who knows the subject in an effective manner, the presentation is going to be good with or without the frills. The taste to these frills may vary, but the basic soul of the presentation is the content and how it is being delivered effectively. Even if you make your presentation very catchy and frill, and if you do not as Ravi was saying, you do not present your point. The whole point of PowerPoint is to deliver your
Your
point.
point. Yeah,
So if you are not
with
able
power.
to deliver that, your slides running on the screen are ultimately going to distract rather than
Yeah.
attract. So overall, use it wisely, but the content remains the hero.
Dr. Lalit, real quick comments.
Sir has rightly pointed out, the PowerPoint is just a tool. The main soul is the presenter and the content. And it is most important is the smart presentation is not only the AI based. How much we are delivering to our like students or colleagues, whether they are assimilating also or not. And one more important thing is it content should not be less, not too much. If it is very less, then if we have to revise something like notes, then it will be very difficult. But when content is too much, it's very difficult to catch whether we are listening or reading the text. So we have to highlight the important points. There should be take-home message from every slides. Slide should not be cluttered. It should be like as we follow the standard rules as
Yes, sir.
like six that should be there.
Thank
And
I
the
think,
Harshit,
citation is
yes, sir.
important.
yeah, I'm not a chairperson. Can I just say something?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah, don't call me sir. Right. So basically, if you look at, I remember Dr. Ravi Mohan taking a picture of I think it was Prokar Das Gupta presenting one of his talks, and then from time to time after a major international conference, you have pictures on Twitter flooded with photographs of Nick James, Lauren Clods, or maybe somebody presenting the Proteus trial at ASCO. So if you look at their slides, all of their slides are made using PowerPoint, and it's evident that they have labored, put in actual manual labor in making those slides. There are very less frills about those papers. I think from this session, what we need to gather is that if our content is very good, we really don't need to dress it up, and people will listen to it anyway. And the different tools that we have seen, they have their utilities in the different types of content that we are presenting. If we are presenting a video, then maybe you need to do what Ashish showed us. But if you're presenting something as seminal as Proteus trial, even if you just take that data and that table and put it on a slide and you speak about it, and people listen to you, you don't really need to do anything to your presentation to catch their attention.
Yeah, totally agree, Dr. Rahul. I think we'll take final comments from Dr. Keshav Murthy sir, because we have to be on time as well. So Keshav Murthy sir, final words
No,
of wisdom and
this
presentation
is
before
a
we go on
wonderful
hands-on.
presentation, but I still feel we are the oldies. So I still feel if your slides contain only 4 or 5 points and you elaborate on those points, you're going to have the attention of the audience. If you put everything as Kamaljit put in his slides, people would not, because it's very busy and you will not be able to read anything. You just put a small point and talk about that. People would want to know what he is going to speak about that point. So 5, 6 lines in a PowerPoint would be sufficient enough. You don't need to add. What Ashish showed was really good. It was a really good one, which I had not known about it, and that was a good presentation.
Yeah, I think we all, and that was the idea. Ashish shows that how he draws and put in the video in between. So that is something that makes a video catchy. So Dr. Malikarjun or anyone else, Dr. Chandramohan sir, quick comment before we go on to hands-on real.
Yeah, Harshit,
I
this was
think
all
all
fine.
of them have same opinion that too much AI-based presentation may not be appreciated. Speaker and his knowledge and what he wants to communicate is more important. Thank you.
I think, look, I think we can't get away from this AI. Used appropriately, it will give us a lot of, it will save a lot of time, but the content still is ours. And then we have to we have to generate or create that content or put the content in. But then use it appropriately, you will definitely save a lot of time, and you will really generate good quality slides. Of course, the content is important. It is like the movie that if your story and the other things are not right, even you have the best hero, it doesn't work.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think now we go to the real crux, what people are really waiting, the hands-on thing. So, Dr. Apurv is here. So, Dr. Apurv, can you share your screen? So there are two
Yeah.
parts of this hands-on. Of course, we are on 8:45. We have just very few minutes left with us. We are gonna try to be really concise. So the presentation had two portions. One is, indigenous PowerPoint tools, which we generally play, and second is how to use AI wisely. So the first thing which AI is to augment, it is not to replace. Garbage in, garbage out. If you don't tell AI what you want, it will give you something, but not the real crux which you really want to communicate. So, I got this presentation, Apur. So we'll make this presentation using AI Copilot. So I
Okay.
got this. So I got this presentation topic in Bhubaneswar, lymph node dissection in upper tract TCC. A very basic topic, pros and cons. So what I always feel, you just try to find out good papers, good literature search. How you do it, that's a different thing. But you always find a so Apurv, so I just found out four good papers, latest references. Apurv, can we go, to the AI
Okay.
Copilot thing?
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
So I
Thank
have
you, Arshit
Apurv and
sir.
Bandhan with me. Bandhan is also here. So they will share the screen. I'll just quickly show you AI tools and then we'll go to some indigenous tools. And then, once we start getting bored, we'll log out. I think that is how, because we play and it's like the more we play, the more we learn. So,
Okay.
but I think I want to show you AI generated presentations, decent presentations. How do you do it? So,
So,
Apurv, over to you.
yeah. Thank you, Arshit sir. Thank you, USI, for giving me this opportunity. So let us start with the Copilot. So Copilot is another AI tool just like ChatGPT, but since it has been made by Microsoft, it is a part of PowerPoint itself. So if you buy the latest Microsoft 365 version, you will get Copilot integrated with it. And it gives a relatively good output. Like this presentation I will show you. We have just created this presentation 5 minutes ago. This is from 4 research papers we uploaded to Copilot and it gave us this result. So if you will see this presentation, it is relatively good. Like if you generate it from ChatGPT, anybody can see and can tell you that this has been generated from ChatGPT. But since this Copilot is relatively new, it gives a good visually appealing result. So
why?
how to use Copilot in PowerPoint?
Yeah.
So you have to go to File and you will have this option Create with Copilot. So if you don't see this option and if you have the latest version of Microsoft 365, then you have to go to this account. Here you have to go to Show Additional Licensing Information and click on Update License. And then you will have this button. And if still it doesn't show, means you have an older version and you will have to buy from Microsoft.
So when you buy
The
this
latest
7,000
version.
rupees subscription of my, so there a quick question to all of you, my panelists here, and how many of you, let me invite the chairpersons, before we go on. We have Dr. Kinju with us. We have Dr. Rahul is continuing with us. And we have Dr. Madhavan. We have Gopal has not joined us. So how many of you guys actually have a paid subscription for Microsoft?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
And how many are using pirated version? Dr. Chandramohan sir, paid version?
No, I am not using.
Microsoft, you have pirated one?
No, Microsoft pirated one. And major computers in the hospital are original, but afterwards, whatever we have purchased are pirated ones.
So
It is original, Harshit, because if you don't take the original, it becomes difficult for modifications.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when we try to save the PPT in the end, if you don't have an original version, the PPT that gets saved is the older version one, and whatever changes that we've had made doesn't apply to that.
Not in the, whenever you do an update of the computer, it starts to hang.
Yeah.
So ultimately, you have to buy this thing.
Yeah. So 7,000 for
So
the
there are
audience here. 7,000. Yeah, Raman,
there are ways you can get a pirated version which does not hang when you update the computer. Just as the original is good, the pirated ones have become as good. But yes, it's true. You don't have this AI integration with the pirated ones.
So you buy a version which is basic 7,000 rupees per annum, Microsoft Office 365. And number two, your operating system should be good. Like, so my laptop, Apple is, MacBook is 2020. So its operating system is 14.0. And the AI Copilot needs 16.0, something like that. So you have to be really updated to be, using these AI tools in your presentation. So quickly, over to you, Apurv, again.
Okay, so as you saw from file option, you get an option create with Copilot, and it will open Copilot on the right hand side. Here it will ask create a presentation about. So we will be writing a prompt which we have copy pasted. So here it is, dear
I give the
Copilot.
same prompt to different tools. So this is one.
We are giving a prompt, dear Copilot, I am a uro-oncologist and have to give an academic conference presentation on lymph node dissection in UTUC. So this is very important to mention the AI that you are a urologist and giving conference, and you are giving a speech to audience is also urologist. And please use above research papers to make 25 slide presentation, and make sure to provide references in slide at the bottom in Vancouver style.
And so I found key four papers because I believe in garbage in, garbage out. So, took latest four papers, give that I want to use these papers for my presentation so that, they remain academically sound. We all know that, it will pick some Turkish paper, otherwise some Chinese papers. So we really try to find good literature search, and we'll, talk about later how do you do good literature search. But good literature search is very important for a good presentation.
So that is true. The input given to AI is very important. So if we don't upload research paper and ask it to generate randomly, then it will give a very garbage output.
So while AI Copilot is working,
the problem with Copilot is it is very slow. It is probably ChatGPT is the fastest, and Copilot is the slowest among all. So once you enter this prompt, it will ask you certain questions like how would you like the presentation framed? So either you want a balanced evidence review, either you want a pro versus con debate, or either you want a surgical focus.
So you say
So Arshit sir, what do you want?
Balanced evidence review.
Balanced evidence review. Okay. So
Ravi
it is
Mohan sir is
asking, should I
watching.
include speaker notes for each slide? So you can ask it to give speaker notes also. And how dense should the slide content be? Either it should be concise or it should be detailed. I think we should select concise because otherwise it will make the slide look cluttered. So we will have to wait for 10 to 15 minutes. So I will show you another
So this is the presentation that came
generation
up.
of Copilot. So this was done yesterday, and we selected pros and cons debate option. So we uploaded 4 research paper and asked it to create a debate from that.
And you can modify it anytime. Like, if you think that it is a lot of text, actually, it's too busy slides. So you just have to modify it. So this is one very simple tool available easily if you have a paid Microsoft version and updated, operating system. AI Copilot, very simple, nothing rocket science. Go to your files, create presentation using Copilot and give it the prompt, upload your literature and make the presentation. And of course, then you modify it. It isn't just augmenting. You have to always read through the lines what it's saying. But there's something. Now, similar presentation we are going to give to the AI Fiesta.
Okay.
So AI Fiesta is a new tool which is coming up. And has anyone of you heard of AI Fiesta?
Yes, sir.
So AI Fiesta is actually by Dhruv Rathi,
Yeah, Dhruv Rathi.
So
He has all kinds of AI in one.
So they are trying to
thing.
integrate. Apurv, show that Super Fiesta icon there, top. What all icons they
Okay.
are?
So we are doing the same thing with the AI Fiesta, and then we will compare the results. So it has this option Super Fiesta here, and the other option is multi-chat. So if you select multi-chat, then you will have the option of all this: ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, Perplexity, Anthropic, ByteDance.
So you can actually chat with the multiple AI together on one platform. And so instead of buying everyone, this is 7,000 per annum. And it is giving you some amount of credits, 3 billion credits, they say. I don't know exactly how they work, but it is, I think, fairly okay. And you don't have to use, for every answer, all the tools. What you feel more relevant, you just click that. And so we are giving Super Fiesta, and we have an option that, what all it can use. And we again give my papers, the 4 papers or 5 papers, which we have tried to, you know,
I feel like instead of subscribing one ChatGPT or even a Claude, if we
yeah,
get this AI Fiesta, I think the cost is same, but
it's
we
very
get
low.
so
It's
many other options.
lower actually. So, they are right now giving us 7,000 per annum. So, one message, if you want to, I don't know, Dr. Mallikarjun is here, everyone is here. Kamalji, sir, please.
Good evening, everybody. Actually, I have an AI Fiesta version, but being very honest, I didn't find it as good as many other platforms. You have multiple platforms combined to one. But telling you that whatever I've been using, I find the free version doing the better work than the AI Fiesta. I may be doing wrong. I may learn from Apurva. I may go into some other learning is, but don't just take any platform just because it's there. It connects too many things.
Yeah, I think
In
it
the
is.
end, in the end, I'm just telling you, everybody is looking at making a fast presentation, attractive presentation. How you take it, it is your own ways. Somebody would like to dress up in jeans and a coat to come to the conference. Somebody would like to come in formals, and somebody like me will come in a t-shirt and a jeans with the sports shoes on.
So, yes, absolutely. So I think it is just for comparison of ChatGPT and Google Gemini and Perplexity. It can give you the result. So now, while AI Copilot वाली presentation दिखा दी तूने उधर, ये बन रही है अभी.
Yes, sir. It is taking a longer time.
So in the meantime, the third tool which we have for the AI so we have discussed AI Copilot. The second is, we are actually using the Chat GPT or Perplexity like things, the LLMs using Fiesta to give us a presentation. And third thing which we have default in all the presentations is the AI designer tool. So which, so Apurv, can you show the AI designer tool where it comes?
Yeah, sure. So AI designer tool is a part of all the MS Office PowerPoint. So I will be showing how to use this designer tool to create an attractive slides, and that too fast. So this is a simple slides which we have created not using AI, but we have manually typed all this. Or you can also generate content from ChatGPT and put it here. Now I am showing you how to use a designer tool. So most of you must be using. I saw Abhishek sir's slides. He had many slides using the designer tool. So here you have to go to design option and then go to design suggestions. So it will show you suggestions here on the right hand side. The internet is little slow. Is showing an error. Let me copy paste this slide to new.
Yeah, I think Ravi Mohan sir has a very valid point. When you use designer tools, it changes the font to very small and makes big boxes. And that is why, I often, tend to not to use it a lot, but actually you can make it bigger. When like,
So
here also
here
we
it
have
is
designer.
showing various suggestions. So from these suggestions, you can select the one which you like. Suppose I want it to be in such boxes. So
Yeah.
once you select this, then close this design suggestions and then click on it again. So it will show you sub designs.
There's something, new. Like once you even get one suggestion, just click it again after selecting it.
So close it and click it again. So it will show you more options from the boxes. And then you will be able to select the best one. So this is a fast way of formatting your slides. Like you have created content on your own and then you want to format it fast. So if you will see the normal text and if you will see this slide, then if the text is written in such boxes in white format, I believe that the text is more readable. So if you will see in conferences also, dark color box and white color font. This will be, you will be able to read from a great distance.
Yeah.
So it is more readable.
The only
So
thing
this
is,
way you can use a designer tool.
so let us go to the Super Fiesta if it has done anything with us in the meantime.
Okay, let us check.
It will take a lot of time in Super Fiesta.
Yeah, Super Fiesta will also take a lot of time.
Apurva, do one thing is copy this text and put up it in a chat GPT to create an
Yeah,
design.
create a PowerPoint and
Yeah,
we'll give it to
just put up
Gamma.
in a free chat GPT. Don't put up in the paid one. Yeah, just copy it. No, don't put as an image. Don't put it as an image. It will be an error.
Okay.
Copy करना उसको content को. हाँ.
No, don't put these things. Don't put, just, okay, you want to put.
Prompt, so prompt.
Just put up that slide. Just put up that slide.
Dear ChatGPT लिख दे खाली. That's okay. So ChatGPT gives good slides, good content. And
No,
I
don't
want
do. Just put that image, that EAU one which you are making.
नहीं तो इमेज बनाने सर वो पीपीटी बनाते हैं पूरी सर.
ना पीपीटी वाला ही उठा के ना कॉपी कर लो ना, वो स्लाइड नंबर कौन सी थी वो.
Okay,
हाँ, इसका जो बेसिक वाला था, ओरिजिनल वाला था.
Okay.
इसको कॉपी कर लो.
नहीं सर एक स्लाइड देगा ना हमें. हम एक्चुअली एक पीपीटी बना रहे हैं कॉन्फ्रेंस की. देखिए
Just Control V. Yeah.
So while we are getting these slides made from the AI, the fourth tool, which is the most common tool, because we are at already 9 o'clock, is the Gamma. Gamma is one thing which everyone has used. Gamma is very good in creating your presentations. Only thing is Gamma's search engine is not that great. The power of that engine is not great. It's always better to use it for making your presentation beautiful rather than making the whole presentation. So the best way is to use the big LLMs, notebook or something, to get your presentation, and then you can feed it to Gamma to beautify it. So
what we did is we created a presentation from AI Fiesta. And as Kamaljit sir said, we also had the same experience that the output was not very much good. So we put that content into this AI Gamma and Gamma gave us this result.
तो दिखा ना गाँव बनाता है जैसे प्रेजेंटेशन ना, वो प्रेजेंटेशन गाँव डाल के दिखा. It makes it live, no?
हाँ, Gamma में sir, okay.
So go to Gamma. This is Pop AI.
So let us create from sketch. So for
Gamma is very fast, quickly. So Gamma allows you to create 10 slides for free. So when you
have
go on
to go to
gamma.app,
gamma.app and then go to generate.
create
Import file. If you want to import research paper, then you have to go to import file.
Create from
then upload a file.
Yeah.
So here we are uploading.
No, don't upload these files. Do you have a PPT? We
Okay.
upload a PPT to modify it, not beautify it. Gamma cannot process the data so well.
Okay, so
Upload this one, lymph node dissection UTUC. Upload this one only.
This one or one generated with Copilot?
Put Copilot one, it's okay. Put Copilot one. So give
Yes,
a
a
present.
good thing about Gamma is that it is not good in content creation of content, but it is very good at formatting. It gives a very visually attractive slides. So we can create presentation using ChatGPT or other Copilot and then put them in Gamma and then see the result. So this was the original slide which we generated from Copilot and put in Gamma. So we have to click on this generate option. You can change the theme from here. Like I have selected the default theme.
Okay.
So Gamma also shows us the process. So it will show us how he is making and what he's making. So this is the first slide it is making. So bad thing about Gamma is it is a paid app, but still you will be able to generate 10 slides free of charge. So, and it gives a sufficient amount of credit. So what you can do is you can keep on asking it to generate slides on different content, and then you can add them up. Like it will create 10 slides, then you create another 10 slides, and then you will have a 20 slide presentation. And you can also use multiple email accounts also to sign in. So that way you can, we are using Gamma free since last 3 years.
Apurva, in meantime, till it's generating, just see what has happened to the Fiesta one and the free charge
Yeah,
one.
sure, sir. So let me check Fiesta.
Mark my words, Fiesta will take a lot of time. I do a lot of things. Even I find Claude generation not to be that fast.
Yeah, it is still working, I suppose.
हमने डीप सीक ऑन कर दिया क्या उसमें
क्या हुआ?
हमें ऐसा द टूल वी यूज इन एआई फिएस्टा ना इट विल बी
No,
मोर
we have
फास्टर
selected Super Fiesta, sir.
Actually, maybe we should have used 3 tools first, got a PPT, and then feed it to Super Fiesta like we did yesterday.
You need to understand which platform is to be used for what thing
Yeah.
is. See, for writing and the coding is, I think so. It's the
I think
Claude.
for the audience who has joined us, and it's the idea is that there are a lot of tools. The first one, most important, is AI Copilot. The second is Designer tool inbuilt in your system. The third tool, which is of course ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google Gemini, and of course you can use multi-platform like Fiesta. Get the slides and then use it for beautification. We have another tool, Gamma we talked about, where we can use for beautification. Pop AI is another one. In the meantime, you open Pop AI.
Okay.
So again, copy that prompt. We should have 10 slides actually. 25, they're making more time. We are Pop AI कर दे उसको starting में. And you feed again the same papers. All these beautification
Actually,
tools.
it is taking more time because we are uploading 4 papers. So first it has to read 4 papers and then has to give output.
पूरा research paper ऊपर ही रहना folder. Just do one paper now.
Okay.
Systematic review only. Okay. And so Pop AI is another tool which I've often used, which can give you a good presentation. And we are not showing Claude here, but Claude has also come out to be a very powerful tool now.
Actually, all are very powerful. If you see Nano Banana and everything coming up, they have all improved drastically over a period of time. Last 6 months, I have personally seen they have, I think so. My favorite is Claude and ChatGPT. I have AI Fiesta, but I'm planning to buy a whole subscription of ChatGPT, the latest version. That is what is, I think so, is needed now.
So, yes, absolutely, sir. So it shows, well, see, Gamma is na, Gamma ने बना दी presentation पूरी.
अरे उसकी वो इमेज तो दिखाओ जो तुम्हारे वो बनाई थी सिंपल फ्री चैट जीपीटी ने क्या बनाई इमेज अभी तक तो बन गई होनी है इमेज स्लाइड बन के आ गई आ गई
Yes.
now this is how you can also make a very good slides.
Yes. So only thing Dr. Ravi Mohan said very rightly, all these tools, they make the content look, for text font very small. And that is something which is, we have to do really editing on that. And we have to give it a prompt that, content color अच्छे आ गए डब्बे बड़े बन गए but content छोटा लिखा है. So we have to make sure that content is, readable and there is not much content. It has to be crisp. Now Pop AI is making its presentation.
So it is showing it will take about 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll wait. So in the meantime, while we are working on AI, for 5 minutes, last 5 minutes, we'll work on some indigenous tools. We have Dr. Bandhan with us. So Dr. Bandhan, are you there? So, why don't you, so this is, we'll ask you to share your screen.
Yes,
So
sir.
Gamma is driving. So, he'll just show us some, good slides in indigenous PowerPoint tools, how we can use it. So Dr. Bandhan, over to you for last 5 minutes before we close down.
Actually Bandhan should be said Bandhan.ai. Bandhan's presentations are always mind-blowing.
Sir,
Bandhan makes
actually,
beautiful slides.
good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Actually, I make all my slides with indigenous PowerPoint only. I follow Rishi Nayyar sir's footsteps, and I do not use any AI to make my
Sridhar is very
presentation.
happy. Someone is there to take the
Yeah.
onus on PowerPoint,
Me and Rishi Nayyar sir follow these things, and I also use old-fashioned slides, but make them colorful. I know colors very well. So one of
We all
these
know
slides
that.
is like that.
So show the slide you want to show to us first.
Yeah.
This output.
This is the output. Very simple, 5 lines and everything very colorful. And it is very easy to make with indigenous PowerPoint itself. And let me make a slide for you. We'll make a blank slide. So I'll use a dark background in this slide, something like black, violet, gray, something like that. And then I'll use a rounded rectangle. This is a rounded rectangle, and just place a rounded rectangle here. And I'll remove the outline. Just give it some angle, and then I'll duplicate it and give it angle. Duplicate again. We can play with it like this and duplicate it again. Keep them anywhere you like. And I just wanted to use like flag of India, so I use these colors: orange for the first, white for the second, and green for the third. And the last one is the image this image that I used. In this, the last rounded rectangle, I'll use this picture, which I copied right now. And then I'll duplicate this slide.
It's a very important step. Duplicate the slide.
Yeah. And in the first slide, I'll select all of them and arrange them in the center and arrange them in the middle.
So this option you find, Bandhan, show them where you find this option, align
Yeah.
center.
It is on the home screen itself, and here it is, shapes and arrange. Here it is, and in every box we can write whatever text we
Just
want
write
to write.
ABCD. Just write
Yeah.
ABCD here.
And in the second slide, we'll apply just morph transition. That's it. It is made. As simple as that.
So just show it again. So first slide to second slide, we just align the first slide, align center, and second we just click the morph transition.
Yes.
So show the power slideshow. How does it appear?
It appears like this, sir.
Slideshow.
Bandhan, can you just repeat that duplication and morph?
Yeah, I think this is one very simple thing which can be done.
This, sir.
Repeat again, Bandhan.
Yeah, sir. In the second slide, we used 4 rounded rectangles, sir. We played with the colors. We used our colors. We can write our text in the first 3 rounded rectangle, and the image which we want to use, like the image of Eurolift, in the 4th.
Slideshow mode में दिखा नहीं दिखा नहीं पाएगा सर वो slideshow में because tools
ये
के
रहा,
होंगे.
sir. ये रहा. Something like this.
Yeah, so you duplicate the slide.
Yeah, sir.
How do you duplicate this slide?
Yeah,
Sir, we just click on the slide and apply Control D.
Do it again. Copy it. Just copy it again.
We choose the slide. We choose the slide on the sidebar and just apply Control D. It will be copied. As simple as that, sir.
And now on first slide, we दोबारा कर दे line center कर दे उसको दोबारा
सर
दिखा
मैं
दे.
वापस करके दिखाता हूँ. इसको मैंने duplicate किया. And in the first slide, I'll choose all the rounded rectangles. I have chosen all the rounded rectangles.
Go to home. Go to home.
Go and arrange them, align them in the center and the middle.
So it becomes like this slide. So
And in the
first
second slide, we'll apply the morph transition.
Second slide, we go to where transitions.
Transitions and apply morph.
And now when you run this.
Yeah.
So, Bandhan, in a slideshow, it will come as a single only. But I'm not understanding when you move from one to other.
No, so it comes in 2 slides. It comes as
Sir,
single.
actually, there are two slides, but the transition is morph.
Okay, so you won't make out the transition of one to other. Okay.
Yeah, we will not make it out.
Okay.
Slideshow दिखा फिर से एक बार. शुरू से दिखा. 4 slides से दिखा. Slide number 4 से. Slideshow कर. So this is one slide.
This is the first slide, sir, and this is the second slide.
And it is
I got it.
transition.
Yeah.
Again, third. So very simple transition is we have to just duplicate the slide. It will catch it only if it is duplicated.
Second is the use of 3D models. This is a slide. I have written very limited things in it, and I like writing very limited things. So this is the slide. I'll repeat again. This is the first slide, and this is the second slide.
Show it. How do you make it?
It is very, very easy and is being done only in PowerPoint. So
Looks like a Prezi.
It's not Prezi, sir.
Yeah, the transition looked like Prezi.
Yeah. So, sir, for the background, I have chosen green background. I'll apply green background. We can play with the colors, sir. Yeah.
तो same बना.
So this is the 3D model I have used. This is not taken from any external third-party tool. It is present in PowerPoint itself. I'll go to the 3D models, go to the stock 3D model, and search for globe. and I'll get this globe, and I will apply this globe in my presentation, and I'll get that globe. As simple as that. And I'll use it in my new slide. This is my new slide. I have pasted it here. Deliberately, I will shift my focus away from India in this map. Somewhere here, North America, and put it a bit downwards. Now I'll copy my text from my prepared slide and paste it here. Something like this. And I want this globe to slightly come above India, in front of India. So I'll arrange it and bring to front. Now, if you see, this globe is coming in front of India, just like this. It will give a 3D like view. And there is something outside this slide, sir, which I want to show. Outside this slide is this text, old-fashioned text, 6 lines, which I'll copy and put in this slide as well. Okay, sir. Now I'll duplicate this slide. Now I have 2 slides. You can see on my sidebar there, slide number 13 and 14. And now on the second slide, I'll take this text away from the slide. It is gone out. And I will increase the size of this globe. Something like this, and I'll place it here and rotate it so that India is visible. And I will bring this text inside my slide and simply apply morph transition, and it is done. It will take like 5 minutes and nothing from outside, only in PowerPoint.
But then,
Yes, sir.
is it
Excellent.
available?
Yes, sir.
But then it is only in the Microsoft 365 or it's in the free version
Sir,
also?
morph transitions and some important newer tools are in 365 here, sir.
Morph transition, I think, is available from 2019 onwards.
2019 onwards it is available, right? So this is I am just showing my few viral slides only.
Now we just show them. Now we're finishing
This
now.
is the 16 stone management. Again, written very few. 2 lines each slide. This iceberg is also taken from PowerPoint itself. Go to insert, go to pictures, use the stock image and search for iceberg. As simple as that. You do not have to Google anything. You do not have to go outside PowerPoint. And I get this iceberg and I'll insert it. I'll get a good high definition image, and just I will increase the size of this image. And also look at the sidebar, the 20th slide. I just want the above mountain to be in the center. I am increasing the size. The mountain should be in the center. We can see it coming in the center in the sidebar. Something like this. Very simple. Duplicate it and push it upwards. Looking at the sidebar also. How much you want to duplicate it again. Move it further upwards.
And just apply morph to all of them.
And just apply morph. That's it. Done. Yes. This is the morph.
So when you apply morph, you have to select each slide or
Yeah,
only the
select
I
each
duplicated
slide.
selected
slide?
second and third slide, sir.
Second and third slide.
Yeah.
You selected and then applied morph, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Or it doesn't do automatically for the duplicated slides,
No,
does
no,
it?
No, we have to apply, sir. So
Okay.
this is, I have used AI in this slide. I downloaded the slide, I logo of Burger King. My wife and I was discussing कि उसने मुझे बोला कि I was preparing my slide for stone management and she said कि आपको वेजिटेबल्स नहीं खाने, आपको चीज मीट नहीं खाना, आपको पालक नहीं खानी. तो एक तरह से आप ये कह रहे हो कि आपको बर्गर नहीं खाना. So I just got an idea. I downloaded the Burger King logo and asked ChatGPT there to convert the word burger to stone, keep the color and font the same. So it gave me this Stone King like logo. And this is the this is the slide how it looks.
ये तो जयपुर वाली प्रेजेंटेशन है.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is very easy, but it is going to take some time. If you want, I can explain how I did it.
आपके 10
But I
slide
think
will
we,
actually become 30 slides, huh?
Yeah,
yeah,
yes, sir.
In
Yes,
30,
sir.
40 slides they will look, but actually they're 10 slides because you're just transiting from one to other.
Exactly,
yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
And I have written just like I have written spinach and lettuce only. I have written vegetable with seeds only, and I have written cheese and meat only. It will take like 2 seconds to run over these slides.
Yeah. So I think we are at 9:25 and Bandhan has shown true indigenous AI tools. Bandhan, I can just show them. We'll not demonstrate
Yeah,
the
yes,
timeline.
sir. This is the timeline. For example, this is a timeline prostate surgery. We move through the aeroplane. The clouds are going behind. Aeroplane is going ahead, and it gives a very good timeline.
Yeah. So I think this is all human intelligence, which software is helping us. Taj Mahal दिखा दे.
Yeah. Sir, this is my wife said कि यार ताजमहल दिन में सुंदर दिखता है, रात में कैसे दिखता होगा. तो मैंने बोला पावर पॉइंट को देखो, मैं बताता हूँ कैसे दिखता होगा. लेट्स कंपेयर. Absolutely use of PowerPoint, nothing else. So these are some of my slides. Now, how I use these slides are it should look like one slide is going to another slide. It is like a running movie. How I use it very cleverly. This is the first slide. Now the other slide which will come will be I forgot this 3D model. So this 3D model is coming like the globe is coming from below and these cards are going above. And in this slide, I have used slide zoom, and my next slide is somewhere near this ocean body, Bay of Bengal of India, which is not visible to anyone, but I know it. So my next slide will come from just near the Bay of Bengal, just like this. We just play with the colors, sir. As simple as that.
Yeah. I think
Now in this slide, my next slide is in the spinach lettuce, which is not visible to anyone, but I know it. So next will come like this. Written very minimal, very attractive, and very eye-catching. The content should be the boss here, which I follow. But try to make it attractive.
yes.
So
And when you say I know it, what does it mean? You actually incorporated based on the non-slideshow mode, you know. Is it that?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He
sir.
made
Yes,
it so
sir.
he knew how he
Yeah.
made it, but
No, I know where I have kept the slide zoom. We should not.
Okay.
For example, in this image, you can see the politician mustaches. There is a box in that mustache.
Hmm.
That box is my next slide.
Right.
Yeah. So, so for example, I had to compare the sterilizers. So the next slide is at the top of the Taj Mahal. Yeah.
You put a small icon there.
0.1 centimeter, sir. So
Yeah.
this color I deliberately used red as the background, then yellow as the background, written only 3 lines, nothing more than that. And then green as the background, deliberately, because the best sterilizers are the ETO and plasma, the green color, just like the traffic light. So these are some things I play around, sir.
Thank you. I think we are already at 9:30, and we are very happy that, with the enthusiasm of the audience. And we have so much to learn. These 2 hours are just to sensitize that there is so much in the presentations, in the PowerPoint, in the AI world, which can change our presentations. And Apu, did anything output? Aya kuch?
Yes. So we have got the
While
output
Bandhan was
from all.
creating presentation, AI was thinking.
So this was from Copilot. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
So this Copilot has generated. So Copilot will take time. It will take at least 15 minutes. The reason you are seeing everything in blue is because we selected the blue color. It asks us what color do you want of theme. And let me go to the other things. This is what AI Fiesta has generated. So as you can see, it is not very much visually attractive.
Because it uses Chat GPT and all these things.
Yes. But the content it generates is good, reasonably good.
And what does Pop AI?
Gamma, I think we have seen. This is what Gamma is generated. So Gamma only generates 10 slides free of cost. And this
Pop
is
AI.
what Pop AI has generated.
And these are all easily exportable to PowerPoints, and you can play around, edit them. It is difficult to, edit. I know it is a little painful to edit them. So while, I would ask, Dr. Surya Prakash sir, the, chairman of ISU, and Dr. Keshav Murthy sir, to, I think.
Can I show my few of slides
चल तू
of
दिखा दे
morph transition?
फटाफट दिखा दे
Yeah. So I am also very much fond of morph transition. So I will show you some of my slides which I have created using morph transition. So these slides to show the guidelines, as Abhishek sir said in his talk, that this is not visible. So this we have zoomed it and then we have marked this. This is morph transition. You can see this box smoothly going from one point to another point. So we have just duplicated 2 slides and then use the morph transition. We can also use this pointers to point to a point. This is also morph transition. Our aim. So this is also simple 2 slides with same content. Some content you put outside the slide and some inside, and then you change it and use morph transition. This is a slide deck. This is also created using morph transition. You can see slides smoothly moving from one side to another. Now this is also morph transition, the another way of showing the same content which was shown in slide deck. So all this I have already given in that template slide. So you can use those ready-made templates also. So no need to do much hard work. You can just insert text and use my templates. And this is how we use slide zoom, which has already been shown how to make it in Prezi, but we can also make in PowerPoint using this section zoom tool. We wanted
we
to
can
show
have a
how
fun
to make, but because
physical
of lack of
workshop is
time.
a good thing. If we have a physical hands-on workshop, we can request our president, USI, and even the next UCCon or sometime. if we get an opportunity to do a 1 hour, hands-on workshop, then it
Yes.
becomes more interesting. Sorry, 9:30. So there's so much to learn. Rishi sir wanted to do something real quick, sir. I think we'll ask Dr. Surya Prakash sir, and then
Yeah. Go ahead. You want Dr. Rishi wants to show something?
No, I just wanted to show the
Go
something which
ahead.
has not been covered. If somebody is really ready to spend some time, and you can actually create on PowerPoint using the animations. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to share. Let
you
me.
should be able to share, sir. You are a panelist. You should be able to share.
Dr. Rishi, just make Harshit fly from Delhi to Mount Everest.
I just show you. See this one single slide. Can you see the?
Yes, sir, it's coming up. Yeah, because my God,
This is one. This
what
is
is
one.
this?
This is one single slide, and if I were to run it on the PowerPoint mode, it will run automatically. And this is the entire catheterization process in a male. This has all been just made in the PowerPoint itself. So there is so much scope of doing things on PowerPoint that you don't need to actually generate from outside. If you can really learn PowerPoint properly. So this is all that I wanted to show you. The learning this will take a little bit of time. We do workshops on this whole day workshops on this thing only. You will see the entire process here, and I can stop it here.
Very nice, sir. It's like
This will continue. Keep continue. So this has been set to, I think, 1.5 minutes for teaching of the undergraduates for how they should be putting in a catheter. So this slide goes on, and meanwhile the speaker can continue to speak, and or maybe just voice can also be uploaded on the PowerPoint, and this can be converted into simply a video.
Yeah.
So this is just one slide.
We have seen Rishi sir drawing using the mouse, the whole tap and everything, which is very tricky.
No, it's not tricky. Once you learn it, it's easy. Like Bandhan said, learn the tool that is there, how to use it. It's easy.
You need an artistic hand for that, sir.
Yes.
So I
this
think
you can create.
uh-huh. So I think while we are Surya Prakash sir, Keshavmurthy sir, while we are, at 9:30, we would like to close the webinar for now.
Yes.
And and we can always continue in some other opportunity when we get. So the last final comments from you, sir, and thank you everyone for staying on and helping us. Thank you Kamalji sir and Rishi sir for always inspiring us with the AI and these sessions on creativity and PowerPoint. Actually, it became the start only in Banaras when Dr. Kamalji was the secretary, and then Dr. Rishi allowed us to continue with these activities on AI, and now I think it becomes an integral part of all the conferences. So, Surya Prakash sir and Keshavmurthy sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Harshit. Wonderful program. I think, as you said, the 2 hours is not sufficient. We should have at least half a day in one of our conferences, like hands-on. They're very beautiful. What Bandhan as Purva showed, very nice, and we need to practice these things. And I thank all the speakers, Dr. Abhishek, Kamaljeet, Ashish, Madhav. They've done an excellent job. I think it takes some time for us to practice. Unless you practice, you'll not get a hang of it. All the chairpersons and experts who have spent their valuable time, as Dr. Ravi Mohan has very correctly pointed out, content is more important. All the speakers, everybody has stressed the same thing. Content is more important. The dress up again, it depends on the content. If content is not good, whatever you do is not going to stay. Thanks all the chairpersons, experts for spending your valuable time. We have got good attendance. More than 150 people have joined and watching this webinar. And I request Keshavmurthy sir to give his final comments, closing remarks. Sir?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the panelists, Harshit Garg, for putting all these people. Very talented guys. I was really impressed with what Bandhan, Apurva, and Rishi showed. Amazing.
Amazing.
It was an amazing work.
Very nice.
And I think it takes a lot of effort, and you need to keep on practicing and learning from that. Everything is there. I have 365 Copilot licensed version, but I did not know that we can do all these things. So I still do my regular PowerPoint only. So let me start trying to do that with my Copilot. Thank you very much, all of you, for an excellent time.
Keshav sir, why don't you have come up with a session in Lucknow? half a day
Yeah,
session.
we will certainly do that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
all
for
of
having us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks,
Thank you,
all.
sir.
Bye,
Thank
Good
you.
night.
thank you, sirs.
Good
Bye.
night. Good night. Thank you. Bye bye.